everybody, Jeff, your executive gardener. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all that type of stuff. It's December 2015 here in Houston, Texas. The Christmas here is 76 degrees. My daughter Jenna, my 13-year-old's filming, so blame her if it shakes too much. So this episode is going to be about growing your own potatoes at home. I'm going to show you how easy it is to grow your own potatoes at home. So to start with, you need to get a potato. You can either buy a seed potato from a Johnny's Seeds or some type of catalog, or you can buy it from the grocery store. But here's the deal. If you buy it from the grocery store, be careful. You need to go to an organic grocery store, like a Whole Foods, or a place that does not spray their potatoes with spud inhibitors. Because if you plant a potato like this, and let me show you what it looks like, that's been sprayed with spud inhibitors, you'll see that there's eyes, but nothing is coming out of it, okay? As opposed to this one was also gotten at a Whole Foods. This was not sprayed, and you see the spuds are growing leaves and so forth out of them. So if you try to plant this, it'll never work. You plant this, it'll always work. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to plant your own potatoes at home. A few things about planting potatoes. I prefer to plant them in buckets. The reason I like to plant them in buckets is real simple. It cuts down on the pests, and when you talk about pests, you have hoppers, you have beetles, and you have aphids that can attack your potato plants. And when it's in a bucket, there's less access to the bucket. I usually put a few holes at the bottom, but it's different than being in the ground where just about everything can get into it. And as I'll show you, I'm going to show you how to plant these in the buckets, how to hill them with some of my established potatoes. And one thing I wanted to say is when you grow potatoes, they're really a cooler season crop. So if you're in the southern states, you can probably grow them fall, winter, and spring. Forget about it in the summer, too hot. They are a full sun vegetable, so they do like 6 to 8 hours of sun a day, and that's what mine get. So let me show you, Jenna, come on up here and I'll show my viewers how to grow these and what I do. So if you take a look in this bucket, this is a simple 5-gallon Lowe's bucket, and I plant my potatoes in here. There's about 4 potatoes. You want to plant them so the spuds are pointing up, okay? So as you'll see here in a second, they grow up this way. So this is the bottom of the bucket. And what you want to do is, for potatoes, you want slightly acidic soil. So the perfect soil is between 5.8 and 6.5. Now they will tolerate soil that's up to 7, but they really will grow better in slightly acidic soil. So there's either two things you can do. You can buy a fertilizer that will improve the acidity of the soil, or you can put a lot of organic matter like manure or composted manure into your soil. So that's what I've done. I've put composted manure into my soil, and I'll show you what you do. They're sitting down there, and you simply cover them up as such. And you want to go about 3 or 4 inches, maybe 5 inches above the potatoes. That's it, okay? That's all there is to it. And in doing that, what you'll soon see is they'll start sprouting out. Now potatoes, it's really important that the soil has to be loose soil, like as you saw with mine, even sandy-like, very loose. And also, as I said, it should have a lot of organic material in it, but also it needs to stay consistently moist, so your potato spuds and the leaves will pop up through the soil. So I just started this, and potatoes generally take 90, 80 to 100 days to grow, and I'll show you what it looks like. So skip over here. This is one that I planted a little while ago into my bucket, and you'll see what's happening here. So what I've done here is, you'll see I planted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are planted at the bottom just like I did with the bucket. And what I've done is, you see, I hilled it a little bit. What hilling means is that, so these are the spuds that are growing out. Again, they get full sun. But as they grow and they start to get 5 to 6 inches above the soil line, you want to hill them. Again, use composted manure with loose soil, and you simply put soil around the stems that are popping up. It's simple as that, okay? You surround the stems that are popping up so they're probably about 3 or 4 inches showing. I'm not going to do these yet because they're not yet 6 inches above the soil. If you do them too soon, it could impact the plant. So that's what you do. Clear the dirt off the leaves, and you keep hilling them. So as I hill them, they will continue to grow, and I will continue to put more dirt, again, composted manure with soil loose on this, and I continually keep it moist. At the end of the day, what will happen is the soil will build up to here, and these plants will grow up to here, okay? And I will continue to mound it. And then what you'll see is the plants, once they start to turn yellowish brown, the leaves, that's when they're done. So what you can expect is that every one spud that you plant in there will produce between 2 or 4 different potatoes. And then when you're done, all you simply do, when the leaves turn yellow and brown, you pour them out on the ground or on a tarp, and you get your potatoes. I'm not there yet, but the purpose of this episode was to show you how easy it is to plant your own potatoes at home. And that's it, guys. That's all there is to it. 80 to 100 days, I'll have fresh potatoes. Now, if you haven't grown fresh potatoes at home, you're missing. It's exactly like growing fresh tomatoes or other produce. A big difference between the potatoes you buy in the store and the potatoes you buy here. And also, if you're going to buy potatoes, get a few different varieties you can't get in the store, and you'll be very happy for it. But it's really that simple to grow your potatoes at home. So that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this episode on growing potatoes at home. It's real simple. Have a happy holiday to everybody viewing me, my viewers, my subscribers around the world. Have a great one. Bye.